poppin' YouTube family? It's your girl Plus Barb, and I am here with a makeup tutorial. This is my first ever makeup tutorial, so bear with me, you guys, on this. It's my first time recording like this, and pretty excited. And I am not gonna lie, I did pretty good on this video for my first time. So first, I am going in with a light brown eyebrow pencil. Me personally, I always love using pencils at the beginning of the eyebrow just to give it more of a natural effect. And then I go in on the end with like a darker brown, if that makes sense. As you guys can see in this video, I am swiping up with the brow brush. With the brow pencil, I'm just swiping up to kind of give it like natural hair looking type of thing. And then as you guys can see right there, I am going in with a darker brow pencil. So the brow pencil wasn't really giving me the effect that I wanted on her eyebrows just because her eyebrows were a little darker. So I did end up going over them with a brow gel. It's kind of like a pomade. So I did end up darkening those ends with my brow pomade and just faded it a little bit to the front so it can all even out perfectly. But I did not use that dark brown pomade at the front of the eye. Like, I didn't really press it on the eye as much because I didn't want it to be like harsh. So after I did her brows, I am going in now with my witch hazel just to kind of clean the excess that is on her face off. After I do this, I'm gonna show you guys like what all it really cleaned off, because you know, you really think your face is clean, but it's really not as clean as it should be when you're applying a fresh face of makeup. So I'm going in with that witch hazel just to clean her off. After cleaning her off, I am going in with my moisturizer as well. You should always moisturize every every client that you have. It doesn't matter if they have oily skin or not. Moisturizer needs to go under the first layer of makeup, always. Now I am going in with my primer. You guys can use any primer you would like. If you guys want to see the products that I use, check down below in the description. Primer is definitely a must and definitely a need on every single client. Now I am going in with my concealer. I am about to conceal her brows. So let me let you guys in on a little tip. So under the brow, I always do lighter than her. And then on top of the brow, I try to find a concealer that matches her skin, closest to her skin. So you're going to do a darker concealer on the top and then a lighter concealer on the bottom. But you don't go too dark past her skin color on the top. you're going to swipe that brush in between the brows and kind of on the brow just to fade that harshness, I promise this will give you the most flawless, natural look. I'm just going over this brow again because I kind of messed it up when I was blending everything. So I'm just going back through and fixing that. Now that that brow is fixed how I want it, I'm going in with my Louise eyeshadow base. Okay, so I'm going in with my James Charles eyeshadow palette, and I'm using that deep blue. The darkest blue in the palette is what I'm using. Then after I use that dark blue, I'm going to go in with that light blue. To start off, I am just packing the eyeshadow on. I'm not really blending as much right now because I just want to get this color on there and really just pack it on there to get it very pigmented. So yeah, now I'm just packing it on. We're not gonna blend till we're done packing on. Okay, now we are going in and just blending that out a little bit, just so we can transition into the next color. So now I'm going in with that light blue and just blending into the dark blue to get the perfect blending. I'm going in with my P. Louise shadow base to cut this crease. Cutting crease is pretty hard, not gonna lie. It just takes time and perfection. But as long as you're taking your time, you will definitely get it. Okay, so I am just patting this, where I put the P. Louise base at, I'm just patting this brush on there just to kind of smoothen everything out. So that way, whenever I pack my eyeshadow on, it won't like crease throughout the day when she wears it. just to smoothen everything out. So I'm going back in with my James Charles palette as I used before. And on this outside part, we are going to start with that dark blue, what we started off with in the beginning of the shadow look. And when I get closer to the edge where I'm going to be transitioning the other color, I'm kind of turning my brush sideways so that it'll be like a flawless blend with the other color that I'm going to be using next. So after I place that shadow on there, I'm just kind of blending it out so that way everything will just have a smooth blend. Next, I'm going in with that lime green as my second color. Again, like you want to start off packing these shadows on first and then blending. Just because you want to get that bright color. Like, you don't want your colors to look all faded and, you know, you want to get very pigmented colors. So you're going to start with packing on first, then blending always. Next, we are going in with the yellow. This is the last color besides the white. Again, pack on and blend, pack on and blend. And also make sure you're blending between the two colors so everything will just blend together and it won't look as harsh between colors. Sometimes whenever you're doing multiple eyeshadows, you do tend to start losing colors from the previous shadow. So as I'm doing this whole look throughout this whole video, I'm just going back and adding more color so these eyeshadows will really pop. I don't want to take any loss from these colors. So that is me just going back in and building that color up so it'll really pop. Now we're going in with that last but not least, the white eyeshadow. I really wish I had a white pigmented eyeshadow with this one, but I just really kept packing on that white without blending just so I can get that white really bright. Now I'm going in with like one of my favorite, just a bigger blending brush just to blend everything together. And just make sure I didn't miss any spots, as you can see. Okay, and again, I feel like these should be brighter. So I'm just going in and filling these colors in because I really need this look to pop. Like, I feel like the colors wasn't bright enough. Maybe I should have used pigments. I don't know. But we gonna make it work, honey. We gonna make it work. So I'm just going in making them brighter. Okay, so I am loving this look. And now that I'm editing this video, it looks like I need more white on the left-hand side. But I'm sure I'll fix this throughout the video because I'll notice it eventually. But so I'm just going through and cleaning off her under eyes where all that shadow and stuff has dropped. I'm taking a Q-tip with makeup remover and just sharpening that transformation, I think is how I want to say it, from where the eyeshadow ends and starts. I'm just kind of cleaning everything up. Now I am going in with my Fit Me foundation. I'm using 334 and 337 it looks like. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it looks like. So I always use a brighter color and a darker color just to kind of get the perfect match to her skin. I don't know why I just took a breath like that, but yeah. So I'm just mixing these colors together to get the perfect match. Now we are on to my favorite part of everything. I don't know why, but putting foundation on skin and concealer and stuff is so satisfying. And I really don't understand why. Like, this is my favorite part. Just a FYI, this matches her skin perfectly. Like, y'all don't know how happy I get whenever it's like the perfect match for the skin tone, because I feel like foundation is like one of the most important parts of a whole look. And when the foundation and the eyebrows come together, baby, like, I'm just ready for this whole look. I don't know if y'all heard this before, but never, ever, ever swipe your foundation on. You're supposed to pat. Never swipe, never go in circles, none of that. Literally pat your foundation on. Oh my God, y'all, I really almost forgot one of the most important parts of the makeup. I almost forgot to record the concealer. But she reminded me, so shout out to her. She was like a lit ass client. So I am going in with my damp beauty blender, of course. Some people like doing concealer with a foundation brush, but I feel like you get the most flawless look when you're doing it with a beauty blender. Then I'm going in with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Of course, I do not bake, so I'm just pressing this into the skin. Baking is kind of like overrated now. Like, baking just gives a different effect, so I don't bake anymore. I'm just pressing the setting powder into the skin. So I did notice that her under eye just started to crease a little more. So I'm just going in and putting some more setting powder just on the crease part and letting that sit for a while, just, you know, because we want everything to be smooth and flawless. So I'm just letting that sit for a minute. So I'm going in with my Morphe Trailblazer bronzer. I love this bronzer. It gives me like a bronzy orange effect. So I'm just going in and starting my contour. I didn't like how that brush was blending, so I did switch out brushes. So I'm very extrovert contour. So I'm just going in with a whoa, just stuttered. I'm going in with a deeper brown just to kind of darken that contour up a little more because I love a look to look snatched, baby. Now, the next thing we are about to do is just snatch the nose real quick, you know what I'm talking about. Nah, but I'm about to contour the nose. I do bring my contour up to the eyebrow just because I like the looks that it gives. It gives a really snatched nose, and y'all know that's the look that we're going for. So, yeah. So the next thing, I'm going in with my foundation brush just to kind of blend everything in so it don't look as harsh. You guys see what that looks like? Flawless, baby. Flawless. I love that foundation brush. Come through every time. Then I'm just adding a little more concealer just to brighten up that middle of that nose just to make it look more slim. But yeah, just trust the process. So I'm going back in with my setting powder and we're just going to snatch this contour even more. This just kind of sharpens the contour and just brings everything together. So I'm going in with a little black liquid eyeliner. I'm not going to do a wing eye because I don't want to take too much away from the eyeshadow. So I'm just putting a little on the eyelid. So I did notice I had this like white shimmer glitter and it kind of had like green and blue like glitter shimmers in it. And I was like, oh, this would be perfect. And when I tell y'all, it just made the look pop so much more. And I'm really sad because you couldn't really see it on the pictures and videos and stuff. But in person, it was so fire. I'm so glad that I noticed this while I was editing the video. See, I told y'all I was going to see it, that I needed to add more white. So that's what I'm doing at the moment, because that was bugging me this whole editing process. And normally you guys will put this on before you do your foundation and stuff, but I had just found it and wanted to use it. So that's why I did it in this process. But normally you would not do it after you put your foundation on, because now I have to clean this glitter up. I'm going in with my setting powder before I put my highlight on. I don't know why, that's just the routine that I like to do. But this highlight is fire, I swear. Now I'm going in with the eyeliner under the under eye. If you do not use eyeliner, I don't know, what is you doing? Like, this is a must with every look. A look is not a look without no eyeliner, sis, period. And I'm going in with my lip liner, MAC, the shade Cork, of course. This lip liner is literally probably the only lip liner I use. Like, it's my favorite. It goes with every skin tone. Like, it's just, you have to have this in your kit. final look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give me a like, subscribe, and comment down below and tell me what you guys think about this look. And shout out to my beautiful client. Her name is LaCabra. Make sure you guys go follow her on Instagram. She is getting into modeling and stepping out of her comfort zone. So make sure you guys go check her out. She was the perfect model. Everything was gorgeous. I had fun with her. She was great. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and press that notification bell. I'm out. Love you guys.